It's Scott with Rafters, Sports and Movies, and we are here tonight on a Monday Night Football. It's a doubleheader night. We've got the Houston Texans and the Buccaneers, the early game, and then we have the Chargers and the Raiders in the late game. And so that's what we got going on for football. I'm wearing my Bobby Boucher jersey, Go Mud Dogs, and here to talk about sports and movies. Now, we do have a guest that is going to come on. He has not entered the stream yet. He's not backstage yet, and I'm not sure if something's come up or if he's going to be able to join us. So, yes, I am stretching, filling the time here until we see if that's going to come to fruition or not. It's been scheduled for a couple weeks, but life happens, as you well know. Look at that. It's even got the little bowl from the Bobby Boucher bowl that he went to. So this is a football interview. Harvey Williams was our scheduled guest. He played his high school football at Hempstead High School. He played college ball at LSU and was drafted in 1991 by the Kansas City Chiefs in the first round. He played for the Chiefs from 1991 to 1993. Played for the Raiders from 1994 to 1998. 3,952 yards rushing and 20 rushing touchdowns in his career. And let me count that: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 years in the NFL. When he was in college at LSU, he's named to the All-SEC team in 1991. I'm sorry, is that right? 91? Maybe in 1990. My notes on the computer, not really. 1990. And he's the 5th in Tigers all-time all-purpose rushing yards. And this was in the era right before we got gloves and before the gloves got really, really good. I think they originally were using the scuba gloves, and then they moved on to regular gloves, and then we got the really, really tacky gloves, which the receivers have now. But also is the era of big, huge shoulder pads, if I remember right. Big, huge shoulder pads during that time. Also, this was when a lot of the stadiums had the turf, the AstroTurf type turf, not the better quality turf that the players have this year. And then you had some of the arenas had grass, so we were still on grass. So you go from grass to turf, and they had different shoes for both, for grass and for turf. Even in Harvey's high school days, there were some stadiums that had the AstroTurf. There were bowl stadiums back then, dug out, concrete everywhere, just super hot stadiums, especially during the day. Not much cooler at night. But then you had the turf, and we had a lot of turf toe back in the day, back in that time period, and that would have been from 82 to 86 for his high school years, and then his college years from 80, fall of 86, 87 to the 90s. Still, the turf had not advanced to the turf we have of today. So that's kind of some thoughts. Some things that I wanted to talk about is how you get from high school star to playing in the NFL, and talk a little bit about that. I also wanted to talk about his idols growing up, who he looked up to as the running back that he wanted to be, or running back that he wanted to surpass. Because we all have to have goals, right? And one of my goals for this channel is to meld the sports and the movie world together, sports and movies, because it does give us something to look forward to. We look forward to maybe Sunday for your football team, or Monday when they're playing, and you have somebody to root for and be part of a bigger picture. But also the movie side of sports and movies is that you overcome adversity, you achieve a goal, you set a goal, you achieve it, and you win. Or if you fall short, that's okay too. Maybe there's something else better out there for you. There has to be a winner. There has to be a loser. If not, we're just playing for that participation trophy, and that's not as fun. The trophy behind me, that's not a participation trophy. So that was I was the winner of that particular event, and in that case, that was a county fair trophy. Yeah, county fair. They still have those. So with that in mind, we got football tonight. So put in the chat, who are you going for tonight? Who's your team? Who do you have? Is it going to be the Raiders for the Raiders Charger, or are you going to go for Chargers? Okay, in the Texans early game, Texans haven't got a win yet. The Buccaneers got a win last week on some pretty good work by I totally lost his name, quarterback, and that was pretty thrilling. But will their being on the road for a Texans whiteout, will they be more of a challenge for the Texans? Will the Texans settle down, or will they fall to the Buccaneers? So I guess we'll find out. So tomorrow night, I've got Keyshawn Chisholm coming on, and he is a football stunt actor. So yes, you heard me right, a football stunt actor. So what he does is he plays that football player in those football movies, like The Senior, which is coming out, I think, on the 19th of this month, and in Chad Powers, the Hulu movie, TV series that's going to come out on September 30th. We've got a watch party for that one. So hopefully you can come along and check that out. So maybe that'll be, you'll come out to the watch party. So tomorrow we'll be talking to Keyshawn about being that guy, being the one that makes the tackle or is tackled or makes the catch. He's done some work for basketball. He did the remake of White Man Can't Jump. So he did some basketball work in that one. He was in a couple of other movies that I can't remember off the top of my head. He was in a series called All American. So he's done quite a bit of on-screen, I'm the football player that you see, because, the actors act and we get the close-ups. And then those dangerous shots, of course, are professionals that can take the hit or are all bundled up where they can take the hit. And then, they turn the head a certain way away from the camera or what have you, so that you don't quite see that. So still, we're at 6:15. I'm not sure if Harvey's going to be able to make it with us tonight. I apologize. These things happen. Life happens. And there will come a time where I won't be able to make one of these also. I hope not, but life does happen. But, we're looking forward to the next big thing. We're looking forward to the next big sports movie, right? We also got Him coming out, which is a Jordan Peele produced horror sports movie. Looks pretty good. And I've got some look for that too. I believe that's on the 20th. We have an interview. It's a morning interview, so you come check that out and then enjoy the rest of your day. So I've got a couple other different things going on in the channel, and I'll have some more videos coming out soon. And looks like we had 2 people. Now we have 1 person. Well, thanks for dropping by. And my guest is not here yet, and apologies. And hopefully we can get him rescheduled, and we'll put it rescheduled. But I think unless we have any, see, I have a. Okay. I see that spam in the chat. I don't know what that's all about, so I'm going to delete those. Yeah, that has nothing to do with me. Thank you, Russell, for pointing that out. Yeah, I'm not sure they're supposed to be streaming that. Thank you, Russell. And Russell, appreciate you dropping by. And with that, we're at 6:16. We're 15 minutes past the mark. So this interview did not happen. I gave you some highlights. They did end up using him both at Kansas City and at the Raiders. It was Oakland at the time. Out of the backfield to catch a pass out in the flat. Or some people call that a suicide, when you're just coming around and throw it and you catch it and you're like either going to make a break or you've got a guy going to just plow you because they've got a head of steam also. But did develop some skills with his catching ability as he developed as a player through the years. That was not something he was utilized in high school at all, catching out of the backfield. But I think that was more of a scheme thing. And then in college, a little bit of that. And then in the pros, a lot more of that. So Russell, thanks for dropping by. Everybody else, sorry we weren't able to have our guest with us tonight. We're going to wrap it up. And tomorrow, our guest is super pumped. Oh, Russell's a Kansas City Chiefs fan. So tomorrow's guest, Keyshawn, is super pumped. He's been chatting me up for ever since we've set the time and the date. And so I think it's going to be an excellent interview. I think you're going to get a lot out of it. I think you're going to enjoy it a lot. And so thanks for dropping by. And this is Scott with Sports and Rafters, Sports and Movies.